Good afternoon, everyone. Today, my topic is Principle and Applications UV Visible Spectroscopy. Topic Principles and Applications UV Visible Spectroscopy. UV Visible Spectrophotometry. Points Basic Principle of UV Visible Spectroscopymetry. Principle follows the Beer-Lampert law. This law states that whenever beam of monochromatics light is passed through a solution absorbing substance, the decreased rate of radiation intensity along. Basing from the Beer-Lampert law, it has been established that the greater the number of molecules that are capable of absorbing light at certain wavelength, the greater the extent of the absorption of the light molecule absorbs UV radiation of frequency, the electrons in the molecules undergoes translations from lower energy state to higher energy. UV visible spectroscopy or UV spectroscopy is generally defined as the interaction of ultraviolet radiation with the matter. The UV visible spectroscopy is applications for all organic, inorganic, and coordination compound. State shows below E equal to HV. Observe the diagram. Frequency. It is defined as the number of times electrical field radiation oscillates in 1 second. The unit for frequency is Hz. 1 Hz equal to 1 cycle per second. Wavelength represented lambda, or it denotes lambda. It is the distance between two nearest spots of wavelength in same space, that is distance between nearest or throws. Main, the main applications of this type of spectroscopy are from medical laboratory tests, characterization of detection of impurities and spectral interpretations of compounds, the concentration of the solution and incident radiation. This loss is expressed through this equation. A equal to sigma dot C dot I. A equal to stands for the absorptions. C equal to stands for the concentration of solute. I equal to length of the sample cell. Sigma equal to reference to the molar absorptivity. Basing from the Beer-Lampert law, it has been established greater the number of molecules that are capable for absorbing light at a certain wavelength, the greater the extent of absorption of light. A molecule absorbs UV radiation of frequency denotes V. The electrons in the molecules undergoes transmutations from lower energy state higher energy state shows below. E equal to HV. E1 minus E2 equal to HV, where V equal to frequency, H equal to Planck constants. UV absorption spectroscopy can be used for the quantitative determination of compounds that absorbs UV radiation. There are three types of electronic transmutations observed in molecules. Molecular weights of compounds can be measured spectrophotometrically by prepare the suitable derivatives of these compounds absorbing UV or visible radiation. First point, the transitions involves sigma, pi or non-bonding electrons. Second point, the transmutations involves charged transfer electrons. Third point, the transitions involves d and f electrons. Applications of UV spectroscopy. First point, detection of a functional group. Second point, extended of conjugation. Third point, differences in conjugate and non-compound conjugated. Identification of unknown compounds. Identifications of compounds in different solvents. Next point, different determinations of configurations of geometrical isomers. Next point, differences between equilateral and axial conformation. Next point, it is also used in cement industries, determines the medical ions such as Fe, Mn, etc. UV visible spectroscopy is used for the characterization of hues and color ranges. It is used in medical labs for tests down in determining blood sugar, and it is used for detection of aromatic compounds. Next point, it is also used for structural interpretations and detection of impurities of organic molecules. Next point, UV visible spectrophotometry is used as detector for high performance liquid chromatography. Next point, determination of length of hydrogen bonding. Principle is based on the measurement of spectrum of a sample containing atoms. Next point, spectrum is a graphical intensity of absorbs or emits radiation by sample versus frequencies or wavelength. Next point, spectrometer is an instrument designed to measure the spectrum of compounds. Next point, absorption spectroscopy UV 185 to 400 nm. Next point, visible 400 to 800 mn. Visual absorption is best method. Next point, impurities can be detected. Thank you for watching. Thank you sir. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you sir.